Hey there guys, today we will be looking at B52's newly released upgrade. So this is their double dosed. IPA is basically double dry hopped from what I understand. IPA with Citra Amarillo hops and then Citra lupulin powder. So you know some of these breweries will start to experiment with the lupulin powder, and I've had a few things done with that. Pow Pow was one that was amazing. Had one from Pinehouse Pizza that was pretty good, but not as much of a New England style. Anyway, still good. But yeah, so they released this in Crowlers on Friday. Comes in at 7%, and of course they play on Idiocracy. Anyway, haven't opened the Crowler yet. Just had it on draft. Thought it was amazing. So very excited to see how the Crowler turns out. And we have Olive here with us. So let's dig into it. Hopefully this time I won't get beer everywhere. Oh, for, I don't know, 2 I think on Crowler so far. Okay, I got a little bit. I just can't do it anymore. I don't know what is up with me. Anyway, so let's slide this guy over. As you can see, pours out incredibly hazy. Definitely has the part, got a nice little fluffy white head, but looks just like I would expect to see Trillium Treehouse, any of the, you know, New England breweries, you know, this kind of style of beer. So check out the aroma on this guy. Still a little cold, but definitely picking up very grassy character to it. It's a decent a bit of dankness to it, but not overwhelming. Picking up orange juice on the when I was at the brewery. I got a lot of oranges, got some apricot. Still getting the oranges here, maybe not as much apricot, but let's see if it warms up. I'm pulling out some mango, maybe a hint of guava. Not as much pineapple, something like Houston Haze. I get tons of pineapple on that. Not really as much on this beer. So it definitely needs to warm up, but I know, goodness gracious. Needs to warm up some, but we'll see. It still smells very juicy and very green, so before we try it, let's see what the baby thinks. Hey, you want some of this? She likes it. Cheers. Okay, that is crazy. It's unlike anything that Houston's done so far. Wow. First off, the big thing that I noticed is that it's incredibly full-bodied. The carbonation isn't quite that 100% really soft fluffiness. There is a bit of just a hint of a spritzy carb, but it is on the lower side. It kind of actually reminds me more of a Trillium carb. Not as much so as Treehouse. I'm going to compare to those two. Big bursts of oranges, orange juice. Definitely getting some guava, mango. Very green and grassy as well. But honestly, for as fresh as it was, or is, it doesn't have the intense astringency that Houston Haze has in its first week or so of canning. Excuse me. It is incredibly juicy. I mean, it really tastes almost just like straight orange juice. Just like this kind of you know, grassy hop character to it. Wow. I mean, it has a lot of similar aspects to Houston Haze as far as how green it is, but it doesn't have the pineapple character. More mango and maybe unripened guava, maybe a hint of lychee in there. The bitterness is it's restrained. There is some there on the end, so not as quiet as something like you know, the Whole Foods beers, but not as intense as Houston Hayes initial canning or its first week of canning. Definitely a little bit more restrained than that. It's still enough. The beer kind of has a solid amount of sweetness up front and then quickly fades into a nice dryness. I wouldn't say it's overly sweet at all, but it just has this kind of nice, juicy, sweet, orange sorbet type character going for it. I see elements of Julius in this beer, really, for that intense orange, that almost orange sorbet type character. A bit more grassy, which I really, really enjoy. So, I mean, I don't know. I think they hit it out of the park on this one. I think that this is right alongside Houston Hayes as probably the best one that's been done in the city so far. I'd like to see what everybody else thinks on this guy. Those of you who've had it, comment. Let me know what you thought. I've got a can of the raspberry variant as well that will be opening here probably about a couple weeks when Jake comes back down. But anyway, this guy is incredible. Got 3 more crowlers. I'll share one with him, send one out to a guy, and I guess enjoy the last one maybe a month from now and just kind of see how it progresses. So, but anyway, this is an easy 4.75 for me. I'm verging on a 5. The worst part about it is that I don't know if it's going to be done again on a regular basis, and 32 ounces is awesome, but it's a little bit much. I would have loved this as it was 16-ounce cans, you know, and at least could have gotten a couple 4-packs. There was no limit, so I mean, case of this would have been fantastic. But yeah, alongside Houston Hayes, I could just drink this every single day. So awesome step up from Wheeze the Juice from B52. So easy 4.75. The more I drink this, I may even bump it up as it warms up to a 5, just kind of depending on where this goes. The only notch on it is that it just doesn't have quite that perfect pillowy carbonation, but more in line with Trillium as far as compared to Treehouse. But the body's so full and creamy, it's not even you know, makes a huge difference to me. So flavors are on point. Everything else is spot on, ridiculous. So check it out. I don't know if they still have it. I know they've had it over this past weekend, so if they do still have it whenever they're open next, I would highly recommend grabbing this guy, especially if you like Houston Hayes. So that's pretty much it though for upgrades. So keep an eye out for the raspberry and I guess whatever else I've got recently, and that'll be pretty much it. So as always, cheers. Get you guys later. And I missed the stop button again. I don't know why I always do that. What do you think?